Sports Extra. From 7 to 8 p.m., highlights of local sports around the Cayman Islands. Sports Extra.
It's amazing to see the improvement of the team.
Sports Extra, keeping you informed. Good evening and welcome to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. I'm your host, DIONNE Anglin. It's great to be here on this lovely Tuesday evening with you. We have a lot to talk about this evening, from penalty shootouts to buzzer beaters. Of course, Cayman's athletes are showing us what purpose-driven sports really looks like. So at the Ed Bush Stadium on the weekend, Mount Pleasant's football team didn't just win the Ivan Farrington League, right? They honored the memory of their late teammate with a performance full of heart and grit. We're going to hear all about that as organizer of the West Bay Community Wellness Association League. James Miles is here with us. He will tell us all about the latest on the weekend showdown. Good evening.
Good evening.
Awesome. And then next, we have, it's just up the road, I should say. Young hoopers are making their mark from the Breakfast Club to Orlando Magic basketball camps. Here's, Coach Corey McGee is here to tell us what's going on in local basketball, and how he's guiding the next generation through elite camps, grassroots leagues, and, of course, high-performance training. So stay tuned. Sports Extra will be back in a minute.
Hey, Cayman, this is DJ Lynn. Catch me live weekdays from 7 till 10 a.m. on the Morning Breeze, our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM. We're waking you up with the best adult contemporary hits with the 70s, 80s, 90s, and much more. So start your morning the Cayman way with me, DJ Lynn, on the Morning Breeze.
The Fall Labor Force Survey and Quality of Life Survey is currently being conducted by the Economics and Statistics Office. The Labor Force Survey seeks to collect data on employed and unemployed persons who are not in the labor force. The Quality of Life Survey seeks to gather information on life satisfaction, sense of well-being, financial security, economic outlook, social inclusion, sense of belonging to the local community, and perceived health. Trained interviewers with ID cards will visit randomly selected households. For more details, please call the ESO hotline 516-3329.
Do you have a healthcare question but not sure who to ask? Contact HSA's Patient Call Center to speak to one of our experienced clinical team members. We are here to answer your questions and help guide you through your healthcare journey. Need to make an appointment? Our team can help. Contact HSA at 949-8600 or email info@hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
You are listening to Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Alrighty, welcome back to Sports Extra. On the weekend, we held the Ivan Farrington Football League, which was hosted by the West Bay Community Wellness Association. And in the studio with us is the chairman or the organizer of the steering committee, right,
Yes.
of the West Bay Community Wellness Association. And Mr. James Miles is here with us. Good evening.
Good evening, Dion.
Yeah, how are you?
Doing well,
Yeah.
I'm doing well.
Yeah. All right, I think the last time I had you in here was probably for the testing, the
Anti-doping
testing.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah. Well, it's good to have you back. You guys have, West Bay has formed a community wellness association. And over the league you held, was this the first Ivan Farrington Football League?
It was the first time that we have the cup named Ivan Farrington.
Okay, but
I
you
think
had
they had a community league before.
Yeah.
It wasn't a emphasis on wellness.
Right.
It was just something to bring the community together after Hurricane Ivan.
Okay, awesome. You're speaking about the emphasis on wellness. You want to dive into the emphasis on wellness, or you want to start with the game?
Well, let's deal with wellness, because that's what this is all about.
That's what this is all about, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So the league promotes, of course, wellness and unity. Share a little bit about what brought all of this on? What spurred all of this on?
Well, it started with a conversation with James Anglin.
Okay.
He's one of those community leaders that are quietly doing his thing in West Bay.
Yes.
And he came to me and said, you need to come and hear what these coaches have in mind. Now, this is the first time I've seen all of the football coaches in West Bay come together around anything.
Yeah.
So it was miraculous.
Yeah.
To see how everybody is pushing towards this, and that this is a movement bigger than football. And I brought to it the research components. Our STEPS survey was pretty terrible. Cayman's health check said that we wasn't doing so well.
Yeah.
So I said we should work towards changing this narrative, and all we have to do is to make sure that everybody's moving. Once we're active, we have a better chance of scoring better the next time around.
Gotcha.
So that is one of the ways of measuring it. When the next way is about togetherness.
Yes.
And West Bay, though they're close-knit at times, there are some factions that get really violent. And we've seen in recent times where the violence is it results in murders and stabbings and stuff. And so when they came together, I said, but we need to make sure that women get to play. And we need to make sure that people over the age of 40 get to play. So that
must have been interesting.
So we made it a mandate that each team must have at least 2 female on the field at all times, and must have 4 players over the age of 40 at all times on the field.
Nice.
It kind of forces them to play together.
Yes.
Forces them to create awesome memories together. I've seen father and son on the same team. I've seen mother and son on opposite teams.
Yes.
During the matches and stuff. And I'm like,
oh, that must have been really nice.
Yes, it was great to see. I've seen grandparents kicking the ball around with their grandchildren during half times. I've seen great grandmothers walking around doing the Jericho walk at halftime.
Yes.
We encourage all of the people in the stands to come and walk around the field.
Okay.
And it's just, there's a 15-minute break and there's nothing to watch.
Yes.
So let's get our blood pumping and get moving for 15 minutes, because we've been shared in the group chats. The steering committee had a group chat, and from it would disseminate wellness messages to the rest of the team. So the steering committee had a representative from each team. And once the message is in the group chat, then they're to share it with their team. Right? So when I came up with the Jericho Walk, is about breaking down barriers.
Yes.
It's about breaking this big health problem that we have.
Yes.
It's big like the Jericho Wall, and if we just move, walk, we could break it down.
What was the turnout like?
The highest we had during the league was 30 walkers on one time.
Okay.
Once.
So you guys did this after every
half time.
Okay, every game.
And but the largest amount that ever took part was on the finals.
Okay, nice.
and I think it was because the minister was there, and some of the representatives from Parliament were there.
Yes.
And so they kind of encouraged people to come along. And as I was there, but I was trying. But I say, I'm doing it for me. I lost 10 pounds during the league.
Yeah?
Just walking around.
Just doing all the Jericho walk?
That's it.
Okay, look at that. Yeah.
That and eating a little bit better.
Less, yeah.
And when we were at the field, there wasn't there was no soda being sold, no alcohol, no nothing.
Healthy.
Yeah, and actually Juice Plus came out and brought juices.
Okay.
And here's where I want to thank Mark Russ for his sponsorship.
Yes.
They not only sponsored the uniform and kit for all the team players, they also sponsored the uniform for organizers.
Nice.
They provided water and Gatorade for the players and for coaches and umpires, referees. They actually provided water for the spectators as well.
Oh, look at that.
So everybody got.
That was very generous.
And it was a really, really great gesture on his part. And that gold sponsorship has got the league kicked off. Without it, we wouldn't have a league. And the awards that we saw on Sunday night was sponsored by the Cayman Islands government.
Right.
They came on board and paid for all the sponsorship. And the games were streamed live on Wise Up TV.
Right. Which is another thing by Mr. James Anglin as
Right.
well.
And I think it's a great way of promoting the wellness movement.
Yes.
It is like, it's bigger than football, but football is always is very entertaining. And I must say all the matches were.
Yes, very entertaining.
High level too. I like, wow, these guys play good. The girls play good too. I like, wow. Girls were scoring goals.
They got talent.
I like,
Yeah.
oh, this is really nice.
Just for clarification, the teams were West Bay teams.
For the most part. I think we got one or two girls that were not from West Bay.
From West Bay, okay.
Because some teams struggle to get their female.
Women,
We try to have at least 5 females registered on each team, so they had turnover that they could sub, and we had unlimited subs. As soon as you get tired, you can call for a sub, and it
especially if you're dealing with over 40 Jamo, you gotta.
And I mean, some of the teams had over 60s on the team, but they were good at subbing, so they were always fresh, and I like, wow, that's a great strategy, and I think it could only work when you had unlimited subs.
Yeah.
So that'll be a permanent fixture in the wellness days going forward. There were some discussions at the finals on Sunday, like, oh, you got to take this to the Eastern Districts.
Oh, yeah. I knew that was going to come, and that was going to be one of my questions as well. Are you going to be taking this around to other districts?
It is almost impossible for me as a civil servant to say no to my minister.
It came from the minister. I should have known.
I need a little break at least.
Yes,
give me at least 2 weeks.
Yeah, more than that. You need more than that. It takes a lot to organize those events.
Well,
I remember
planning
when
started from April.
Yeah.
Like just as I got back from Alabama with my brothers, when I was approached, I think they had one meeting before I got there.
Right.
And then when I got there, they're like automatically, yeah, you're the chairman.
I remember when Department of Sports, when Emily Kelly and the Department of Sports organized the district basketball leagues. That was a lot of work.
Yep.
So and they did that back to back. Each week was I think not each week, because I think the tournaments every month.
Every month they went to a different district.
Different district, right? So it takes some time. You're gonna need a little break in between.
Yeah, but it'll be difficult because the CIFA League is started.
Yes.
And the good thing about us doing it in the summer is when CIFA was out.
Okay, so good.
A lot of the players were
available.
A lot of even our star ballers that they would go to school abroad were home.
Exactly, and coaches as well.
The level were really high. I mean, the girls were like, "Wow, I can see this one is in school for football."
Who were some of the coaches that we had on board for this?
The coaches that. Well, Boston Bay had a young fella named Cameron. He's actually a Premier League player.
It's a part of Coach Hooter's camp.
Right.
Yeah, Cameron.
But Coach Hooter didn't do any coaching.
No, Cameron would.
Yeah,
he would have trained Cameron to do it.
Yeah, he helped me do what I was doing. Like, I can't do all this by myself. So Coach Hooter kind of pulled away and helped with the coordinating part.
Yes.
All the little pieces that needed to be done between the matches. He kind of helped me with that, even with some of the stuff on air as well. A lot of the promotion and stuff he kind of handled with me. Coach Pongo, Coach Oli, they ended up actually playing Coach Greg.
Coach Greg played?
Yeah, they can play too, you know?
Of course.
What do you mean? You don't mess with Coach. Yeah, man, he was putting on the moves, see me. Coach Dion.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Donald Kelly.
Okay. All of them are from Coach Hooter's.
Yeah, well, Coach Hooter coached, I think he said 5 or 6 generations or 7 generations of players. So he coached fathers and sons and grandsons there, and his dealings. So a lot of them would have come through Coach Hooter, and it was great to see them all in action.
Yes.
Cheeky, Arden Rivers, all of them were coaching of these 5 teams from the 5 major communities in West Bay.
Awesome. How many teams were there?
It was 5.
Just 5.
Yeah, it was Boston Bay, Northwest Point,
5.
Mount Pleasant, Birch Tree Hill, and West Bay Central.
All right. And Mount Pleasant won.
Yes.
Congratulations to Mount Pleasant. A tough matchup as well. What stood out to you most about Mount Pleasant's performance in the finalists, especially given the emotional weight they carried?
I think they were doing it for Joe.
Yes.
And that's why, everybody was on. I mean, even the girls, they're like, everybody were playing extremely sharp. If you actually got to see the match on Wise Up TV, you were like, wow, this can't just be a community. Like, you would be wondering, like, is that a girl?
Yeah.
This guy look old.
Yes.
But they're moving.
But they're not moving like they are.
Yeah, they're not moving like they old. And I mean, there was a really, really high caliber game, and it went right down to the wire.
Yeah.
I mean, extra time and then on to penalties. I'm like, is this ever going to end?
Yeah. I know. Coach Tony said you never wanted to get down to penalties, but you got to do what you got to do. Yeah. So how did the tribute to Lil Joe, you felt, shape the atmosphere on the field and in the stands? Tell us a little bit about Lil Joe as well, for those who may not be.
Lil Joe is a community leader. Mm-hmm. Quietly doing what he do. Not blowing any horn. Don't even want nobody blowing horn for him. Mm-hmm. He just used to do it. Get it done. Anything you need done, check Joe.
Right.
And he will be sadly missed in the West Bay community.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And even though his shoe size wasn't big, it is big shoes to be filled.
Right.
And somebody in West Bay will now have to step up.
Yes.
And to do so selflessly. And a lot, you don't find out a lot these days. But Joe had this way of making you feel special. Mm-hmm. And even if your spirit is down, he can leave you with a little joke. Right. Or a little some humor. Mm-hmm. That's to lift your spirits and have you smiling.
Yes.
And when the news came that, that he was being rushed to the hospital, and we were kind of everybody monitoring and trying to ask updates, and when we all heard that he didn't make it, it's like that was on the Saturday, yes. And we had Northwest Point, Mount Pleasant actually had a game the next day. I couldn't ask anybody to play. I went down there and I said,
games are off.
We can't play.
Yeah.
So we decided that all the games would have been postponed and played on Monday and Wednesday and try to keep on schedule. But the whole of West Bay, it was a blow for the whole district.
Yes, definitely.
And everybody felt it. And when everybody came, those that came on that Sunday, we did something special for him. We had a moment of silence. We prayed. We asked people to share the memories that they had with Joe, of Joe, and so others can see the type of person he was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And on Sunday night, well, before that, Coach Cheeky said, I know we wasn't really focusing too much on doing an MVP award or nothing, but we could do one.
Yeah.
And we can name it after Lil Joe.
Yeah, definitely.
And
awesome.
I said, that committee that rallied together to put this on is a very, very special group of people that when it matters, they show up. And I really want to state my appreciation for Arden Cheeky Rivers. Mm-hmm. The man heart is golden.
Yeah, definitely.
And when he came up with this idea, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. We got to do this. And then at the game itself, when you're talking about wellness, you need to touch on spiritual, physical, and mental. And
before you get there, I just wanted to, before we move off of Lil Joe, just to let the public know that he was also a civil servant.
Yeah,
he was a fireman in the community. So
yeah, and he just had finished work.
Yes.
Reported home from work, got into difficulties, and then had to be ambulanced to the hospital. So he almost died on the job.
Yeah.
And I think he was still in uniform. But kind of.
Yeah, that's okay. What if you can share with us? What role do you see football playing in healing and honoring community losses like the passing of Lil Joe?
Well, I think Sunday night was a classic example of that.
Yeah.
We start each game with a prayer circle. Right before the final match, Mount Pleasant came to the field with a banner
In honor of him.
in honor of little Joe.
Yeah. Before that, you were discussing mind, body, and soul and wellness. You want to elaborate a little bit more about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
So each match would start with a prayer circle. Not only that we putting God first, but we know that we're doing it to glorify God. It also had spiritual nuggets where I would encourage all in the sound of my voice to focus on their spiritual being and thank you.
No problem. Just
because it's important. If you don't have peace within yourself, it's difficult for you to have peace with people. It's difficult for you to have a peaceful community if you don't have peace within yourself. And this is why I would focus on the spiritual component. And I want to thank my church for allowing me to take some of my Sundays and go down and try to reach souls that might need the joy that only God can provide.
yes. And you're doing a fantastic job at that as well, Jamo. I don't know if anybody has ever told you, but here at Radio Cayman, we see it. We see the product of what you've done with the youth here in the 4 o'clock hour. Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
And what you're doing now in the community for the West Bay District, that's amazing. So thank you very much for that.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. How do you think, or how has the West Bay Community Wellness Association evolved its approach to sports as a tool for mental and emotional well-being?
Well, I think it became more pronounced as we went along. We were trying to include wellness checks and health checks and stuff. We had one night that it was done by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and we want to thank them for doing that check.
Nice. Okay.
We were trying to organize it through Doctors Hospital, but they got real busy with some accreditation that they had to do. So they wasn't available during the league. But thankfully, we didn't have a lot of injuries.
That's good.
We made people aware that they should check their numbers.
Yeah.
So they know, because one of the silent killers is high blood pressure.
Hydration, stretching, all these things, especially when you're dealing with people over 40 as well. Yeah.
But I think the coaches did a good job of making sure that their players were ready.
Right.
But we still didn't know who would take into the field with high blood pressure readings already.
Right.
So this was the reason why we were trying to see if we could have that done, and especially for the seniors that they might just be having a higher blood pressure reading at normal, and then we ask them to go and run.
Yeah.
That might elevate it, and we have to be careful.
Right.
So we were trying to do it out of precaution, but also get them into the habit of checking themselves.
Yes.
So I've had conversations with them and said, like, next time you're at Foster's, go do it.
True.
It's simple. They have the machines there. Just check yourself. And if it's high, it'll tell you that it's high, and you do something about it.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is walk. And then I would share what the benefits of walking is in the group chat, and to be shared with everyone that is in the league, that's registered in the league. And if people was to know the benefits of walking, they would just walk 30 minutes a day, each day. And if you walk for an hour, it's even better.
Even better.
But if you don't have the hour,
30 minutes.
30 minutes will do.
20 to 30 minutes is all you need, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. And just so we could touch a little bit on event organization and experience, just to get you away from that slum you're going. What were some, like behind the scenes challenges or triumphs in organizing this league?
Oh, well, I think it was difficult trying to keep on schedule.
Yeah.
Especially after
Yes.
mishaps, but
Yes.
getting going was a sticking point to it. Like, how are we gonna get this? We need a sponsor to get this going because we can need uniform if we can have a league. And when Mark Russ came on board and just said, "Listen, I'll do the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'll bring water. I'll bring Gatorade. I'll bring flags." And I was like,
nice.
"Wow."
That was very nice.
And that just got us going. And from then we just say, "Okay, we just move on through." But in terms of organizing the matches and stuff, I want to thank Coach Oli for that because he did all the scheduling, shared it with everybody. Here's who's playing who at what time, and it was really nice. He actually kept all the stats for us and everything. So if people was to ask if the media needed anything, check him because I was there about spiritual. I was there about making sure that if there's any invoices that needs to be paid,
yes,
I can have someone.
That was your responsibility.
Yeah,
he did the rest.
And try to keep the group together because it was important that if we could promote unity for us to be united. And I must say, the group, we really had to make some hard decisions at times, but we came together and we did it, and we move on and we keep growing. And I wish that I could take some of them with me to the Eastern districts.
You might be able to, who knows?
They are very committed to their teams and the league has started.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So, like I said, they're not here with me tonight.
Yeah.
Because they're training and they get their
yeah.
So I know, but it was a major commitment on their part. I mean, despite plenty of times I had to leave my home in town, everybody else live Westway, and go to Ed Bush for the weekly meetings on the Monday nights. And like, I'll do it because they're still sacrificing time from their team and family to be here.
Definitely.
I am sacrificing time from my family, and I can sprint home quickly if I need to.
Right.
They can't run from their players. They live right there in Westway. So where you going, coach? You can't leave.
But before we go, there were other games played as well on that day, or was it just one game?
We had a third place match as well.
Third place match as well.
Yeah, that was Boston Bay versus West Bay Central.
Okay. And Boston won?
No, West Bay Central came third.
Central came
third. Yeah,
third.
they beat Boston Bay 5-1.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a scoring game. Very entertaining when it came to scoring goals. Like, yeah. And they were really beautiful goals too. It wasn't like, oh, how did that get in?
Yeah. Did we have an MVP?
For the third place match?
No, just for tournament overall.
Yes. The MVP was James Paddy Ebanks.
Okay.
He was from Birch Tree Hill. They didn't play on Sunday.
Okay.
They were the 5th place team.
Okay.
But he got the award because he showed up on time for every game. He carried the team. He had no premier team players or nothing to help him. No. Yeah. If Birch Tree Hill scored 3 goals, he scored 2 and assisted in the other one.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it was. Like, no, and even when I took my granddaughters to the game, because I was telling everybody, like, this crowd kind of small.
Yes.
And they're like, you got 200 people here, that's a good crowd. I'm like,
compared to what?
I said, I got 60 players playing.
Yeah.
If each one of them brought one family member in the stand, that's 60 people in the stand just for watching them, much less if their family member was to bring a friend.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to sit in the stands by themselves, right?
Yes, gotcha.
So I said, well, I tell you what I could do. I could lead by example. I could bring one of my family members. So if it wasn't my mother, it was my brother, or it was my granddaughters, and think of my wife always busy.
Yes.
Like, oh, come on.
Well, it's almost that time, or it is that time. Before you go, if you can sum up this year's tournament in one word or phrase, what would it be and why?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And I would choose wonderful because it was a lot of things that make you say, wow.
Yeah, I got you. Leave us there. Thank you so much, Jamo, for stopping by. We appreciate you. Your emotional output as well.
I'm sorry about that. I can't.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We love it. All right. It was a very touching moment, and Lil Joe meant a lot to everyone. And based on the things that you said alone, says I didn't know him individually, but I've heard a lot of great things about him.
Yeah. He was a great guy.
Yeah. So thank you very much for stopping by. We're going to hear from Coach Corey McGee next. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Sports Extra in a minute.
The Buzz. Each and every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. Brought to you by
Cayman Insurance Center, specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services.
And Kirk Market. Experience a world of choice.
The following is a message from BAF Insurance, where your health is our priority. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Get tested now. This means you too, men. Male breast cancer is more common than you think. Get tested now. A little bit of discomfort today can mean a whole lot more life later on, because early detection saves lives. Contact your medical provider today and get tested. A message from BAF Insurance, where your health is our priority.
Social media, X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Interact with our talk shows on YouTube. Download our official Radio Cayman app, or you can log on to our website, www.radiocayman.gov.ky. You can also add us to WhatsApp
on 925-3261.
All the latest information, breaking news, community events, and more. Radio Cayman.
The Lions Club of Grand Cayman is proud to continue to serve our island community. The club continues to host successful community projects like the Prostate and Colon Cancer Awareness Campaign, free site screening in schools, spelling bee, swim meets, and their community pantry. The Lions Club of Grand Cayman looks forward to continuing their service for many years to come. The Lions Club of Grand Cayman, where there's a need, there's a lion, serving the community for over 50 years.
Shaken yet standing firm. This is Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right. Welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. In the studio with us now, we have national basketball coach, breakfast club coach, all kinds of coach he is. Coach Corey McGee is in the studio with us. Coach, how are you?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm highly favored. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to be here. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good 30 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. And you graced us with your presence. Yeah. And right before that, you were coaching. You're under 19. Is it girls or boys?
Tonight, it would have been the girls, but unfortunately, the gym wasn't available due to a heavy leak in the gym, so we had to postpone the game.
This was a CIS?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
that's what happened over the weekend for the junior NBA.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. All right.
That's right. But we'll be ready. We'll be ready.
Yeah.
Whatever date they postpone it to, we're ready.
Awesome. At least the table officials and referees get a rest.
Always give thanks to them. Give thanks for them, the hardest working team.
Awesome. So this summer, you took a group of kids to the Orlando Magic basketball camp and Orlando tournament.
Correct.
Right? It was a 5-on-5 tournament?
Correct.
Awesome. What were some of your biggest takeaways from that training camp experience for all Cayman athletes?
The biggest takeaway? Well, it's more about the preparation first, right?
Yeah.
And getting their minds mentally prepared for what they're about to go into and playing against kids from all over the world. And that 5-day camp is going to go really quick, and you can't wait till Wednesday to snap in and be focused. You got to get off the plane and be focused from the time that we land. So once we got there, it was great. It was great. The kids, I think it was our 5th year.
Yeah, I think
our 5th year going. So every year it's getting more and more competitive. The kids are wanting to show and prove. They want to put their name out there, and they enjoy showcasing themselves against kids from all over the world. So it was great.
I got a chance to visit the camp this year. It was so amazing. Just reminded me of my prime back in my time, you know.
Yeah.
And what I liked is that our athletes were making a name for themselves there. So the twins.
Absolutely.
Oh, they loved the twins. They're off to school now.
They are. Big shouts to the twins. They're over in Kansas right now.
What are their names again? Your full name?
Tehran and Teroy.
Temo. And I always get mixed up with all the T's. Tehran
and Teroy.
Teroy. Temal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. They were showing off their skill, their talent. They looked amazing. They were hype. They were positive. The coaches enjoyed having them. That's the kind of energy you need. That's the kind of energy you want on your team, especially when you're in a camp as well. Absolutely. So it was really nice. It was a great atmosphere. The coaches were encouraging. It was actually pretty good.
I want to give a big shout out to the girls because there was about 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, and I did see some of them.
And they were hungry for.
So Naima was there as well.
Naima, she's always going to do her thing. Yeah. She's been growing since she's gotten the game. Jess Walters, Jess Dawson, Isabella, Ebony Thompson was with us this year. So it was great. It was great for the boys and the girls to showcase themselves. I made sure that they were in the mindset that they know that someone's always going to be watching, whether it's how you move, how you talk to people, how you interact with people. Your mannerisms on the court, your mannerisms as a teammate. So they put themselves in great positions to be successful.
How did you feel about how they responded throughout that camp?
This is what we expect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't necessarily go in there for Disneyland and to go shopping. We go in there to, monetize the situation and make sure that you get something out of it when you leave on Friday. When we come back home, what did you come away with?
Yes.
It's got, obviously memories are great, but you want to know that you've been earmarked by a coach, or Coach Jack, who's the head coach over there with the Magic. You want Coach Jack to see you as a good player, a good student athlete. These are good references to have as it pertains to international basketball. So that's what we're there for.
What kind of feedback? Did you get any feedback from Coach Jack or the staff or collegiate scouts about our talent pool that we had there?
Yeah, we've been consistent in that space in terms of just making sure that we have potential that coaches can see and identify with, for sure, especially on defense. That's probably what we probably do the best in terms of just making sure that you can do that. You're willing to put the effort into defending and stopping somebody, irrespective as to where they're from. And the boys and girls, they showed that they made a good effort in terms of trying to compete when we played in various tournaments like that. So that was always great. But we always get good feedback. We always get coaches and talking to our kids, introducing them to the parents, showing them what that process could potentially look like, and then the steps that it would, obviously take to be in that situation. So we are there for that, to showcase and to ensure that somebody gets an opportunity.
Awesome. How do you prepare? I know we spoke about preparation earlier. How do you prepare those athletes, especially at that age, mentally for, that kind of high stakes exposure?
First is the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
This is what we do. We wake up. We start at 5:30, and those kids, they will train until 7:30, some of them until 7:45. They take a shower and they go to class. And the mindset behind that is, if these kids are getting to the gym for 5:30, what time are they leaving home?
Yeah.
What time are they going to bed? And big shouts to the parents, because it changes their lives as well.
Right.
And the parents want to know that there has to be some kind of reason. What's the end result for me waking up and changing my lifestyle and habits to get up at this time? So the things that we do in the Breakfast Club, we have these conversations. We try to, implement certain drills, get a chance for them to work on their skill sets and things of that nature. But we just focus on, can you stop someone from scoring, and can you score the ball?
What's the philosophy behind the Breakfast Club, and how does it set the tone for everything else that you coach?
Yeah, so many transferable skills from basketball to everyday life.
Yeah.
Right? So you got your confidence, you got your team building. You got to be able to diversify your culture. You never know where your teammate's going to come from. It could be China, it could be India, it could be Cayman, it could be Jamaica, it could be Texas or whatever, but you got to be in a position to keep an open mindset. You got to be good to people. You got to be a dedicated student of the game.
Right.
And that's what it really takes. If you're not doing the right things every single day, then it's the chances of you being successful in that particular field or being in a scholarship conversation is probably going to be slim to none. And I would always ask the kids, you love the game, but does it love you?
How many times have you asked?
Right? Does it love you back?
Does it love you back?
Right? And that will be demonstrated in the way,
that
in the relationship
your output.
on the court.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Based on the due diligence that you put into the sport. So big shouts to those kids at the Breakfast Club. And again, we've been doing this for almost a decade now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right? Been doing this for a decade. And
11 to 12 years.
Even during COVID. Even during COVID, the kids were in the gym during COVID. We were playing basketball, right? We were doing this at this level. It's always about these kids putting in the effort, and as long as these kids are willing to put in the effort, I put in the effort as well.
Definitely. How do the early morning sessions translate into game day performances and mental toughness?
The same thing we do in practice is what you're going to do in the game.
I agree.
You're going to get an open shot. You're going to come off the pick and roll. You're going to have to play defense. You're going to have to sprint. You're going to have to talk. You're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to be ready. You got to be in the moment. Can't be lackadaisical at any time.
Yeah.
So take that same energy to the classroom.
Yeah.
Take the same energy throughout your classroom, and it'll all work out for you.
Yeah, I remember just over the weekend at Junior NBA, we're telling the kids about taking layups and how important it is to take a layup at a fast pace during practice, because during the game, that's how you take it.
Absolutely.
You're not going to take the layup lazy in a game. You're going to go all out because of that adrenaline rush, and most likely someone's chasing behind you, and you got to get that basket. You have a certain time to score. So during practice, you take that layup at full top speed, and that whatever you practice is what that's the output you're going to give on the court.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
When I see them missing layups at full speed, I'm like, yeah, you haven't been practicing at full speed.
It's just that. It's just that. Repetition.
Those little things.
Repetitions and things of that nature. That's what's going to push them over the top.
Have you seen the Breakfast Club culture influence other teams or programs across Cayman basketball?
Sure.
Or even in any sport?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. We see a lot of people up in the mornings now.
Yeah.
It used to just be us on the road at 5 o'clock in the morning, pitch black outside. We get a chance to see the sunrise, all these different things. Now we see other, different people outside doing some various bits and pieces in terms of, contributing to these student athletes. But we've noticed we've set a bar a little bit. Yeah. And again, it's reflective in our boys and girls teams, and they've been very successful over the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah. And then that equates to them getting opportunities to go abroad. Definitely. And it's even more important for the kids that don't go abroad, right? What happens to them, right? So I'm still here for those kids. I'm helping them get jobs. We still try to keep them involved in various bits and pieces so they can stay active and stay out of trouble. So the Breakfast Club is it was meant to be a platform for everybody, for the entire island. It didn't matter to me.
Yes.
Right?
Gotcha.
It wasn't that, but by the time everybody else got to school, they didn't know that we existed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because those kids were already showered and gone. So it went from being a breakfast club, and now it's supposed to be an academy. Anybody can just walk in and train. Now it then got to the point where, okay, coaches want to, they want to compete. So let's take it there. Let's do it.
Definitely. Yeah, most definitely. And a few of your athletes have recently gone off to school as well, apart from the twins.
Absolutely. We've got Beth over in Rhode Island. We've got Celestka. She's at a Division II school in Iowa. Obviously, the twins in Kansas with O'Brien. Can't forget O'Brien. Do you remember Chickpea? Alec Benjamin? Do you remember that name?
No.
All right, we used to call him Chickpea. Chickpea's away. He's studying medicine now in Jamaica.
Nice.
Yeah. So
is he playing ball as well, or he's just?
I don't think he's got an opportunity yet. He said he's been busy with the books.
Yeah,
I'm
medical,
sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but
medical school will be a lot.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's not really about getting the kids off the island. It's just about preparing them to be better contributors to society. Because not everybody's going to get a scholarship. Yeah. Right? Not everybody's going to get an opportunity to go play professional basketball.
True.
Right?
Some of them have to face the working world as soon as they get out of school.
So it's just the discipline and the structure that the Breakfast Club implements that's going to help you with your classwork. It's going to help you prepare for jobs. You're going to have to get up early at some point in your life. Yeah. And if you do go to university, you're going to have to get up and play, and train and do all of these things still at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's just preparing you for whatever is to come.
Listen, that early morning ain't easy.
It's not, Dion. It's not.
It's the worst. To get up.
No, but
when you do get up and you get out there, listen, it's the best feeling in the world after. You feel so refreshed and rejuvenated throughout the entire day. It's just the waking up part for me. It was always the waking up. I'm not a morning person.
No, there's many a days I'll look at the alarm clock and I'm like,
you turn it off and
like
2 more minutes.
Let me get in the group chat and tell them I overslept or something like that. Yeah. But that they don't want that. They can't have that, right?
But what motivates you? Is it the kids that are actually waking up to come out there?
Right. Like, I played pro ball for 23 years.
Yes.
17 different countries. Mm-hmm. That's a long time. That's a lot of bouncing of basketballs.
A lot of 5 a.m. practices as
Absolutely.
well. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I've been doing this since I was young, waking up early, trying to be better than the next man, trying to be better than the next person, trying to be prepared every day. So to put myself in a situation to give that knowledge back to the kids, because you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm inspired by the time when I see them change, when I see them lose weight, when I see them start to focus on school. I don't get excited about the championships. I don't get excited about that. I'll get excited about a scholarship opportunity because you done went through the fire and you earned that.
Yes.
So I get excited for those different things like that. But it's a process. It's not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah. It's true. Very true. Do you track like their sleeping patterns as well? Because I know if they have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, by 6 o'clock you tell if they slept or not.
Yeah. I mean, I know when they walk in the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The eye
So
test
it's something
is
you have to continuously tell them about the importance of sleep.
Being prepared.
Yeah.
Being prepared. If you don't love the process.
Yeah.
If you don't love the process, then it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a disconnect somewhere.
Yeah.
And the process is to walk in the gym knowing that you're going to do something that you love that potentially benefit you.
Yeah.
And the more, due diligence you put behind that, expect something great to happen. So, again, I have to shout to parents because they, if you have more than one child, right, and you have to go and drop off said child and you have another child at home and you have to wake somebody up to bring them.
To bring them along in the car.
It's I can't let them down. I can't let the parents down. I can't let the kids down. So these kids want something. So even if it is to win the under 19 back to back, boys and girls, then,
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be there for them to do exactly that.
And speaking of under 19, the Breakfast Club Ballers, they're coming into the season as defending champions?
Absolutely.
All right. How did you prepare the Ballers to stay hungry and focused?
I got a new group.
You got a totally new...
I got players. It's the next person up, the person that's been waiting to do these different things. I still have Javon Bevins, so the most athletic guy. So that makes it fun to watch.
That name sounds familiar. Is he the one that's from Bahamas?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tall guy who can jump.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have Ashu. Ashu's coming out. He just had 28 points. But I got a new group of players that get a chance to step up, and they're happy to represent. And they're looking forward to, trying to defend the championship. I had some old faces come back home. They tried to play for other teams, and now they decided to come back. So I look forward to it. We'll be there championship day for sure.
What's the biggest challenge in defending a title, Coach? And how are your players responding to that pressure, especially where they're I guess they might not have as much pressure because they're new. Probably 2 returning?
No, they just want to win. And they don't want to disappoint themselves.
Yeah.
They don't want to they want to show why they've been coming to the gym every day. They want to show that. They want to put themselves in a position. They want to look up in the stands and see, Dad, look.
Yeah.
I wasn't like this in September, but look at what I am now.
Yes.
And when they do that, have those moments, that's the greatest thing in it, right? That's the most special moment, priceless moment that makes me feel good as a coach, saying, yeah, Dad, your son lost weight and your daughter won this. And, big shout to the Kaylee Doctor who's been coming to the Breakfast Club, and she just played in the 3-on-3.
Yes, and she won MVP.
And she won MVP.
In the under 12 division.
And I told her, I said, as soon as she finished, I said, see, that's what due diligence does.
She was playing so well. She used both left and right hand to take her layups. She was shooting really well, thinking under pressure.
Absolutely.
That was really good.
Absolutely. You get what you deserve. When you put the work in, you get it back. And not only to win the championship and the other girls on the team, that was just great to see, and win MVP. So everybody that comes to the Breakfast Club walks away with a certain sense of confidence, a certain sense of, I want to push, I want to get better. So
yeah, definitely. Infinity. Your girls, they've been gaining momentum. How would you describe their growth and identity this season?
Well, we just, they went to Orlando.
Yeah, most of them did, or all.
Well, most of them, but then we got some new girls that we're bringing into the system.
Okay.
But we always put them in positions where they're comfortable.
Yeah.
But they still got to play defense, right? Yeah. They don't have to score every basket. They don't have to score at all, but you got to play defense. So, But the Infinity, big shouts to you ladies. I'm pretty sure you're listening. I'm very proud of what they've been doing because these girls I've been able to be around for the last couple of years and just watch them grow from, whether it was 12, 13, 14. Now we have some girls 16 and 17. Yeah. So I'm super proud of these girls for just putting in the work. And they've been wrestling with the boys at the Breakfast Club for years.
Yes.
So when they get
bound to help them.
Absolutely. So when they get into a game that doesn't have a lot of physicality in it, then. But they were wide awoken. They were awoken when we got to the States, though.
Yeah.
The intensity.
I'm sure it's very different.
Oh, yeah, it was intense. It was intense. But, that's what we have to do. You got to go through it to get to it. So big shouts to those ladies. They're continuing to do well as a unit. Their team chemistry is fantastic. I hope one day that they get an opportunity to represent the country in some way, shape, or form, because their chemistry is just really special.
When, like you said, they were awoke when they went to the States and saw that level of basketball that females are playing.
Absolutely.
It's actually very good that they're back home now and they're committed.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of them fall by the wayside when they see, shoot, this is something totally different than I was thinking of, right? So how do you motivate them in that way to keep going after seeing that level of competition up there?
Well, you look at it. Oh, let's look 2 weeks, for example. If you wasn't making your layups from Monday to Wednesday, why? Is it because I can't coach or you're not trying? What is it? Let's figure it out. Let's get in there. Let's get it together. Let's do the simple things right first. Let's do that first. Making layups and a free throw. We can work on these things and the pace can come, but we have to work. And the more work, then they're prepared for whatever may happen. So it's really just that, just committing yourself to the game. Basketball is a great sport. I've been blessed. It took me around the world twice. I didn't get in the NBA like the rest of these guys, but it still put me in a great situation. Look at me now. I'm 52. I'm in the Cayman Islands, and I have a nonprofit. I get a chance to wake up and be blessed to do something that I love, which is hang out with kids and make sure that we can play some basketball. Keeps me in shape, keeps me out of trouble. So it's been a decade of that. So
most definitely, Coach. Good stuff. And are you aware of the lab camp coming up with Jim Fox?
I heard about this. That's Steph Curry's people.
Yeah, Steph Curry's coach is coming here. For those who are hearing for the first time, Stephen Curry's coach, and he recruited Steph Curry and he coached him as well. He's going to be here on the 20th of this month through the 23rd. So we're going to need some space. We're going to need that whole UCCI gym, I think it is. That should be at the John Gray gym.
Yeah, we're going to pack the house.
It's gonna be packed.
So you can count on everybody from the Breakfast Club. They tapped in.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We pulling up.
What do you think makes this lab camp different from other local training opportunities?
Oh, they heard Steph Curry.
I just want you to say it.
Yeah, his name could be Johnny Blob or whatever. He said Steph Curry. They pulling up. Because they're going to want their jump shot to see if their jump shot can go like Steph Curry.
I was just about to say, he surely has changed the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
That three-point game. Everyone's forgetting what basketball is. They're just, I remember having this discussion with my dad on the show about how Steph Curry has changed the game negatively and positively as well. Right. Because now kids are forgetting all about the basics. They just want to jump straight into the shot.
You know what it is? These kids don't know how to score under the 3-point line. They're not confident to put the ball on the floor and only get 2 dribbles and do what you have to do.
They'd rather just pick it up and shoot it from...
And just gamble with that, right? But your mid-range game is where it's at. If you have your mid-range game down, the 3-point game is an easy situation. You're just waiting for good looks, good opportunities.
Steph Curry had an amazing mid-range game before he became this 3-point superstar, right?
It's not hard. That's 4 points a quarter, Dion. You can get a layup and 2 free throws in every quarter. That's 16 points, right?
Yeah.
That's without shooting a 3.
Yeah. So what does Coach Fox's presence mean for the camp's credibility, you think?
It's a good look. I mean, it's sure to inspire the kids, right? Because they can, obviously, they want to be the next. They want to be the next one up, or they want to be something. They can learn something. I'm sure he's got valuable information to bring, having coached at a high level and having, an opportunity to know the greatest shooter to ever, pick up a basketball. Of course, that's valuable knowledge that would make these kids should pull up.
Hopefully he's bringing some good Steph Curry merch, Yeah,
he got, he can't come here empty-handed. You lock the gym.
Yeah, you lock him out the gym. What with a camp like this, what specific skills or habits do you hope campers walk away with after those 4 days?
Fundamentals.
Yeah.
Fundamentals are key. It's not, coach.
And it'll be good coming from his mouth.
Absolutely.
Showing them that Steph didn't just wake up shooting threes. He had the fundamentals down pat.
Yeah. The fundamentals is where that defines players. You can look at a player real quick and say, okay, he's got bad footwork, or he doesn't hold his follow through, or his stance is off, or whatever. Their feet are bad when they shoot. So, fundamentals are key, very important. So I hope that they walk away with that, and obviously with him probably being a shooting coach.
Yeah.
Let's see, find somebody that can finally outshoot me. because
You've been looking for that challenge.
Yeah. Since I don't see Sammy or Garo or Shad anymore, so
Have you taken on Coach Voot yet?
Yeah, Coach Voot is the free throw champion right now.
Free throw.
Free
Right,
throw.
Yeah, 3-point is different.
Yeah, shouts to Coach Voot. Shouts to Coach Voot.
You were at the Junior NBA over the weekend.
I was.
Junior NBA, WNBA.
Yeah.
3x3 tournament over the weekend. It was a huge success. It was wonderful. 3 divisions, I believe.
Yeah.
U12, U14, U16.
Yeah.
What are your views and the amount of kids that participated, the atmosphere, the coaching, the word from Alison Feaster as well on that Friday?
You know what's good about that?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the private sector and the public sector in one room.
Yeah.
We've been playing basketball at every age.
Yeah.
Right? At all those different age groups. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great to see all of that.
Yes.
Right. And it was great
and
it was a great, experience for the parents.
Yeah.
And even when the kids lost and some kids who weren't as successful as the others, the event was put on very well that they didn't feel the way. No, there wasn't a lot of tears after losses and stuff like that.
So true.
Unless it was a championship or something like that. But that's because the crowd is on you. You're in that moment. You're under the pressure right now. So big shouts to the Junior NBA and that program in Dart and what they put on over there. That was great.
Based on what you saw, what impressed you the most?
Our girls.
The girls.
Yeah. The girls. The girls feisty.
The girls really were feisty.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Irrespective of skill sets or whatever.
Yeah.
And some of the girls were still having the netball technique and all types of stuff. But either way, it was a really good competitive situation. The boys were great. Big shouts to Lil Zion.
Yeah.
And his MVP.
Oh yes, definitely.
But he's always going to get that. He's him.
Mason got MVP as
Mason.
well.
Yeah, Mason. Big shouts to Mason.
Yeah.
That was my point guard last year.
Yeah.
Helped me win a championship. So it's great to see him out now. He's leading his own team. Him and his dad. His dad's contributing as a coach now. Big shouts to them and their efforts. It's great.
Coach, how do you see the 3x3 format helping young athletes develop decision making, spacing, and confidence on the court?
It improves your endurance. You got to be able to score. You got to be able to score.
Yeah.
Right. You got to have some type of package. You got to have some type of one-on-one situation.
Yes.
Something. You got to have. They say we have something in the bag.
Yeah.
Some handles, a good jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely need a mid-range games. Got to be able to shoot the long ball as well. It's great. The competition is great because you're isolated in certain situations. So it's not, you can't say, you can call for help, but there's no help.
Yes.
Right. So it's great. And it's great to see them competing at an international level on a regular basis, putting their name out there.
And before you go any further, Cayman Brack also competed in the Junior NBA, and they got to the finals.
I'm sure one of them kids was 6'6" or something.
Yes, he was a big, sturdy young man as well.
Yeah,
very good footwork.
Yeah, shouts to the Brack.
We got to get him here in our national team, man.
Yeah.
I spoke to the coach. I was like, you make sure you get in contact with Coach Corey, Coach Trini, Coach Voot, somebody.
Yeah.
And get that young man. All 3 of them were very good, actually.
Absolutely. Big shouts to Cayman Brack. They're the coach over there. He's really
Coach Lenward Duhaney. Yes.
He's really
been doing a fantastic job.
Good job over there, irrespective of how many numbers of kids you get, whatever he's got. He's doing great things with. So
awesome. Did you hear about LeBron's announcement today? What did he say? Because I didn't listen purposely.
I didn't yet. I didn't yet.
Okay, so you can't help me then.
I can't. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm a LeBron fan. That's 2 decades of basketball.
He needs to stop now.
Hopefully he just said it was just his farewell tour. And just let's celebrate whatever he's been able to contribute for the last 20-odd years of basketball. You know what?
I think he's holding out because I know his son turned 21 yesterday, Bronny. Mm-hmm. So I know he's waiting for the next one to join. What do you think?
I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd wait.
You'd wait?
Yeah.
It's like as long as your body can hold up, right? As much as I don't want him with the LA, I think it's impressive.
No.
It's impressive. Yeah. It is. I have to admit.
Yeah.
It's impressive that he's lasted this long and he can still he can play with his oldest son, and then the youngest son is coming in, who's actually better than Bronny.
The love of the game would drive you to do that.
Yeah.
You know better than anybody in terms of your background in playing. So it would drive you. It would drive you to do that.
It will, definitely. I also think he's scared of letting go, though.
I was.
It happened to Kobe.
I
happened to me.
I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be. I was.
I think he's afraid to stop playing.
what do we do?
Yeah.
You know?
What's next?
Yeah.
He has so much going for him. Listen, he could go produce some movies.
I found the Breakfast Club. That's how I keep myself in it. So.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach, for stopping by.
I appreciate you, Deanne. It's always great to see you.
It's a great conversation. All the best with the Breakfast Club. How many kids do you have in the club right now?
I don't know, but I know I got a lot of kids listening tonight. Let me see. Let me send a couple shout-outs. Big shouts to Johnny. Get back on your feet, young man. We've been praying for you. Big shouts to all of my kids at the Breakfast Club, from the Infinity to the Breakfast Club Ballers. You know I got your back. The harder you work, the harder I work. To all my kids that's overseas representing, putting Cayman Islands on the map the right way. Continue to represent. We watching you. We proud of you. We love you. And come back and let's go somewhere internationally and win some medals. Big shouts to Coach Voot. Big shouts to DIONNE Anglin for the work that he's doing with regards to SEBA with 3-on-3 and just transforming basketball on the island and putting it in a perspective where the island has to recognize us. Big shouts to all of these kids that's just committed. If you're not in the Breakfast Club and you're playing for whatever team, big shouts to you. Continue to get better. Believe in yourself. Trust your coach. Try to practice more than what your coach is doing. Try to get out there by yourself, and just believe in yourself. And if there's people out here that want to help you.
Before we go, tell them how they can get in touch with you if they want their child to get into the Breakfast Club program.
Oh, they can just call me, 916-9200.
He was hesitating, probably didn't want to give his number.
You know what's crazy, Dion? We never put out flyers.
Yeah.
We never did. Yeah. We never advertised. It was always about people that wanted to. We're going
to start doing that now.
All right. Yeah, say no more. 916-9200.
All right.
Breakfast Club. Family, stand up.
And that's Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
No, Dion, don't do that. We go Monday to Saturday, Dion. 6 days a week.
It's just my mental thinking, I guess.
If they give me 4,
that would be me. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm not going all the way.
No, but if they can give me, like, when you're first starting out, 3 days a week is cool. But when it gets serious, we want 4 minimum. And then when it gets really intense, we want every day.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Whether it's a final kick or a fast break, of course, Cayman athletes are proving that sports is more than competition. It's connection, tribute, and transformation. So to stay plugged in, follow us on Radio Cayman Sports Extra or social media pages for all things sports across the island. And, of course, if you've missed tonight's show, feel free to head on to our Radio Cayman YouTube channel for tonight's full edition. Thank you. Good night, and God bless.
God bless.
Sports Extra. From 7 to 8 p.m., highlights of local sports around the Cayman Islands. Sports Extra.
It's amazing to see the improvement of the team.
Sports Extra, keeping you informed.